you. Let me know if that does not work.
Okay, it's working.
Okay.
Does it work now? Okay, there.
Подключи. Она сейчас говорит. Подключись ей, пожалуйста. Сейчас. Просто я не могу сейчас на телефоне, ведь одно время я сейчас мьют делал компьютер, чтобы не слышали они.
Okay, it looks like Ms. Abramian's coming in as well.
Amy?
Yes, Natalia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, is everyone in agreement that we give about 3 more minutes to allow any other individual that wants to join? We did provide notice, so we want to make sure anyone who should be in this meeting is there. Everyone is in agreement that we wait a good, let's wait 5 minutes, sorry, 5 minutes for 4:10?
I'm okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave like for 3 minutes. I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Okay. Okay, it is now 4:10. If everyone could please put on their videos.
Are we waiting for somebody?
No, we stated we were going to wait until 4:10. So now we're going to go ahead and start with the meeting. Can we have video, please? Mr. Hakobian, are you back? There we go. Thank you. Let's see. Mr. Hakobian? Okay, thank you.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Hi. I think we're just waiting on Mr. Brahmian.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you able to put your video on your Zoom?
Say it again, please.
Can you please put your video on for your Zoom? Thank you. Okay. I am Amy Gill. I'm counsel for Unava LLC. I am going to call this meeting to order. Today is July 20th, 2021. The time is now 4:11. All attendees who are now on this Zoom meeting have been in attendance since 4 p.m. the time that was set for this call. I'm going to go ahead and take roll of every individual who's a participant in this meeting. So if I'm just going to go down and ask that if Mr. Hakobian, if you could please give your full name and your percentage of ownership in World Organics LLC.
My name is Tigran Hakobian, and per court decision, I have 10%.
And then Ms. Abramian?
Yes, Natalia Bremian, and I'm representative of Unava, and I have 73%.
And that is Unava LLC
Unava LLC, yes.
at 73%. And then we have one more individual. If you'll please just state your full name and your title.
Gagik Movsesian, board member of the Unava as well as Organic America.
So having taken roll and found that there is a quorum here today, having 83% of the membership interest of World Organics LLC present here at this meeting, we will go forward on the purpose of this meeting, which was sent by notice to all members regarding the meeting, which stated that the purpose of this meeting would be to dissolve World Organics LLC. The notice provided that the meeting would take place today, Tuesday, July 20th, 2021 at 4 p.m. via Zoom, given the link that we are using here today. And given the fact that we have provided proper notice, we are going to move into discussion and voting on the purpose of dissolving World Organics LLC. So at this time, I will go ahead and open for discussion. So any person that would like to give any comments regarding the purpose of dissolving World Organics LLC, now is your time. Ms. Abramian?
Yes, I would like to make a move to dissolve the World Organic LLC.
Okay. And that's on behalf of Unava LLC?
Yes.
Okay, so Unava LLC is requesting is in desire to dissolve World Organics LLC. Is there any other discussion at this time?
First of all, I would like to ask a few questions, why it is dissolving and many other questions. And basically, until then, I can't tell anything. I just have to add a few questions that I have.
I barely hear you.
I can't hear that.
Ms. Abramian, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Amy, and I barely hear Mr. Akapian.
Okay, Mr. Jacobian, I'm going to repeat your question if that's okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Okay. Mr. Jacobian asked, he would like to know why you intend to dissolve World Organics LLC. And my understanding is you leave all other comments until you have an answer to that question. Is that correct, Mr. Jacobian?
Yes, I have several questions, not just one question.
Okay, so that's the first question. So he would like to know why we are dissolving World Organics LLC, or why you would like to dissolve World Organics LLC.
Do you want to reply?
Let's wait one moment. Okay, there you, so he walked away for a moment.
I think that based on the court decision, we send, Amy, if I'm not wrong, that special meeting call and that's a purpose because of the debt, which is basically condition was, court decision was that the World Organic owes UNAWA 1,273,104,94, $1,273,104.93. Has nothing been done since then. That's my opinion. I can say not my decision, or I cannot decide. But based on that, I'm quoting on that statement.
And just to be clear, I'm going to just repeat that because I think people might be having trouble hearing. But the purpose of dissolving World Organics LLC is because of the debt that is owed to
Sorry, can
UNAWA.
I ask you a question, please? So whatever Gagik told, I understand what he's telling.
Oh, okay.
Why are you repeating the same answer?
It looked like Natalia was having trouble hearing. I was making sure I don't need to repeat. I was just doing it for the sake of everyone, making sure everyone's hearing. But if everyone's hearing, then we can move forward.
Okay, so
I can't hear. Can you speak?
Mr. Jacobian, can you speak louder, please?
yes. Should I repeat my question?
Yes, please.
So my question is, why are you dissolving World Organics? Why-
Guy just replied.
Okay.
Can
Who
you
are the
hear me?
managers of the company?
Say it again, please.
Who are the managers of the company?
Why are you asking this now?
I'm sorry?
Are we just two of us?
My question is, who are the managers of the World Organics?
Amy,
Yes,
are you here?
yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mr. Brahmian,
Yes.
what you told me earlier of who is in charge or who is in you called it the board of directors. You can state that.
Yeah. So the board of directors, me, Gayik Mavsisyan, and I believe
Great.
Gayik who?
I think the Gary Gevorkian, Avedisyan, Gary Avedisyan.
Avitisyan. Yeah, I always confuse this.
So you are not sure who are the managers?
Not, we are sure.
So the
because we did the board of directors.
who appointed them as managers or directors?
Guy, do you remember?
It was
majority
called,
of the.
yes, it was called on March 6, 2020, Board of Directors, and Gary Gevorkyan and also Greg
Gevorkyan and
Gary
Avitisyan
and
was.
Gary Gevorkyan that show up with Natalia, and then the board decided to call that. And you never, I think it was sent to you as well. You never show up and you never responded, Mr. Akopian.
Who is not responded? I didn't catch the last part.
I'm sorry? No, it was mailed to you, your address, existing address, nothing was responded. And then
And it was
quorum was there
certified,
and
right?
meeting was
Like
called on that day.
Somebody signed receiving the notice, right?
Yeah,
It was March 20, March 2020, you said?
I'm sorry?
It was in March 2020.
It was called on March 12th, 2020, correct.
But I don't remember receiving any paperwork, or I never signed
And
it.
it came, I have the proof of the US post mail that it came, returned the address, whatever it was in that address. And there was emailed to you as well, and no response was there. And then quorum was at that meeting and was called the board of directors meeting the same day.
Because I didn't receive it, or I didn't have the email communications. What email do you use?
Email, actually it was mailed out. At that time I didn't have your email, and also Gary gave me like a last, I have this proof right here that was mailed out to you with US certified mail, and it came back. Okay.
So do you have the minutes of that meeting?
Yeah, it says right here, March 20. I have even a proof. It was mailed out to you March 9, 2020, for the calling, that meeting. It was not certified mail. It came back. Somebody signed there.
Can
I
you
don't know
show
who
the
signed it,
signature,
but it
please?
came back.
Can you show me the signature part, please?
Okay, let me show you. Give me a second. There is a signature. The address was sent out to you.
Can you show me the signature part, please?
Yeah, here is the signature.
I believe it's not my signature.
I
But
can't
it's okay. Я
I
не
can't
понимаю,
testify
почему мы
that.
должны это сейчас обсуждать, Гаик?
Yeah, it's
должны это
not- I
обсуждать.
don't think so. That's
Amy?
the topic of this meeting.
Hi, Amy.
Yes.
Do we need to discuss this issue? Because there was a majority of the members at that time of World Organic, and that is why we made the decision who would be in the board of directors.
No, it does not need to be discussed because this meeting is a notice of special meeting for the members who have ownership in the company. And the purpose is to dissolve World Organics LLC,
Yeah.
which is by California law decided upon by a majority of the membership interest. So it has no bearing on who is the manager. It is strictly who has ownership interest.
I don't want to argue with that. But anyway, can you ask my question, answer my question?
Which question, can you pose the question again? I think everybody's, there's been a lot of discussion. So can we pose the question again?
My question is who appointed the managers of the company?
It was not appointed, it was elected.
Okay, who elected that managers?
Who represented that members of the World Organics?
And who was present? Who was present there?
Gary Gavadisyan, Gagi Gevorkyan, Natalia Abramyan.
So 3 of them.
Correct.
Can you please tell me what the financial condition of the company?
I cannot disclose right now that because it's financial decision, the condition of the World Organic is nothing. It's negative. You received the K1 form already based on the CPA report. I'm pretty sure. You have the full information there.
I emailed Gagik a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago, I don't remember, to provide me with K1 and the financial conditions.
Yeah,
Never get back from him.
yeah, you received already K1 2020, and you can easily, other members, you are free to ask CPA of the office, it was John Oganesian. You are free to ask him.
Because I talked to John Oganesian too, and he advised me to talk to the managers of World Organics. And I emailed you asking you to provide me K1 and the financial information of the company.
You asked me K1, I sent it, Mr. Hagopian.
You sent me like a week ago, maybe something, I believe. But it's
Whenever I receive it, I send it to you.
It's not showing the full financial condition of the company. It showed my part K1, just that one.
You missed something, Gagi?
I can't. No, I don't miss anything.
No,
Что?
Ms. Abramian? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I can hear you.
Yes, you disconnected for just one moment during the discussion. Mr. Hakobian had asked for the full financials of the company. Gagik let him know that it was in a negative balance and that we've provided the K1 from the CPA to him. And that was the end of that discussion.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know why we are discussing these things. Mr. Akapian never participated in any discussion before and any meetings before. We never see him. Why he's asking now when the meeting on the purpose. So, совсем другая цель этого митинга. Почему он задает такие вопросы? Гаик, можете сказать?
I don't understand. Natalia, Mr. Abraham says he never show. I'm sorry. Let me translate that. He never show up any meeting. Never had any interest. Now he's pointing out these irrelevant issues, which we're discussing totally different aspect of this meeting.
I was participating in every meeting that we had, almost every meeting that we had before the court, before that all problems that we had with UNAVA. After that, I never had information when and where there is a meeting, or should I participate or not. This is another question.
This is not true.
So,
Sorry.
Я не понимаю, почему столько много вопросов? Эми, do we need to discuss this?
We need to have a reasonable discussion, and I'm going to let it continue until about 4:35. If the questions are continuing on issues that do not pertain to the actual motion that's put, or not motion, excuse me, the purpose of the special meeting, we'll move forward with voting.
and
Yeah, and actually, you know what? Can I ask you before your question? So you did know that we have a special meeting today, right?
because I received
You did know that we have a special meeting today, and you never tried to contact me or Gagik to get answer for your questions. So now you are asking questions which could be. Гагик, можете
Yeah.
мне помочь перевести?
Yeah.
Почему он не позвонил раньше и не задал все эти вопросы? Почему сейчас на митинге, когда у нас определенная тема, почему он задает эти вопросы? Что за базар?
Okay, the question is like that. Natalia is, Ms. Brahman is stating that why, when he received those information about calling the special meeting, why those questions was not asked in advance before to Mr. Brahman or me, and now this question is escalating this level, and they're purposely doing like a diverting the topic of the meeting to totally different way. This is a kind of bizarre. It's organizing taking place here.
И, во-первых, потом
Can I answer that
у мистера
question? Go
Акопяна,
forward.
Гагик, можете мне перевести, пожалуйста,
Yeah,
помочь?
go ahead.
У
Natalia.
мистера Акопяна может быть масса вопросов. Я не могу, и мы все не можем здесь просидеть 3 часа, отвечая на все его вопросы. У нас митинг, определенная тема. Почему он задает эти вопросы? У него было... Он мог вчера позвонить, он мог сегодня утром позвонить и задать все эти вопросы. Почему он это не сделал? С какой стати мы должны это все обсуждать сейчас?
Okay, again, the question is Mr. Brahman is stating why he have enough time not to ask those questions. Now is opening this argument with topic of this meeting is totally different, and he had tons of the time to clarify these issues before coming to this meeting. Why?
Especially for Mr. Akopyan.
Yeah, go ahead, Natalia.
May I answer the
Yeah.
question? Are you done?
I'm done.
First of all, I don't have your phone number. That's the first thing. Another thing, the purpose of this meeting is to dissolve the World Organics, right? So I have a questions regarding this meeting. The purpose of this meeting is to dissolve World Organics, right? So I have a lot of questions. Why are you trying to dissolve it? And I have to ask that question because I have percentage, it's Organic America. I have percentage in World Organic that has percentages in Organic America, and a lot of issues there that I have to ask in order to make a decision. As of whatever I hear from you, you don't want to share any information. You just want to dissolve the company, take away my shares. So I object to that.
So
And
this
I have
is not
other
your...
questions too that I have to ask. And I need to
Amy?
have full financial report
Amy,
Yes, at this
from
point,
Organic America and World Organics.
Mr. Hakobian, at this point, I'm going to repeat their answer because they have answered your question of why. Unava LLC is going forward with the dissolving World Organics LLC based on the fact that they are owed money by you and by I'm sorry, I'm going to say the names wrong. Gagik, would you please tell me the names so that I can say them correctly?
Gregory Avedisan and Gagi Gevorkyan.
Thank you. The debt that you owe to Unava LLC has yet to be paid over a lengthy amount of time, and that is the reason why they are dissolving World Organics LLC.
You know, there was a court decision that Unava LLC has to pay World Organics something similar amount of money. I don't remember exactly the amount to World Organics. My question, what efforts are made or were made to collect money from Unava?
are you asking me?
I'm asking both of you.
Okay, what effort did you do?
My question is, what efforts have been done to collect money from Unava?
Unava is always, the loaning the money to keep the companies going forward, Mr. Akopian. This is not fair question. I'm sorry for that. But the question is, you're trying to divert, again, the decision. Your portion of the debt is humongous. It's a $1.2 million versus $580,000, which you now already invested all this loan to the company to keep, the World Organic or Organic America going. This is contrary issues. This is not a topic to discuss and bring it, this level of the escalation of this conversation. I'm sorry.
At this point, it's 4:35. I've allowed discussion to go on for more than 20 minutes. which would be more than enough to be considered a reasonable discussion, given the participants that we have here today. At this time, I'm going to go forward with the vote on the decision
Okay,
to.
I object to that. My question, look, you are trying to dissolve the company that I have shares in. I am asking for financial report. I am asking what kind of efforts have been done to collect the money. Have a lot of more questions regarding the operation and the current condition of the company.
You have enough time. I'm sorry. You have enough time to ask those questions before. The 2 years you haven't done anything. Now you're asking the question, which is very clearly understandable that you're trying to hold your ground. This is Mr. Agobian. It's not a question.
Okay, that at this
I'm not
time, Mr. Akobian, at this time, we are moving forward with the vote.
I'm
Your
not
requests
object to
have
that.
just been made.
I have a question that I have to ask.
At this time, you can ask all your
Where are
questions,
the tax
all
returns?
of your questions, you can ask them. Whether or not they want to discuss it is another statement. You
Okay.
can ask all of your questions.
Okay. Where are the tax returns?
With Mr. Ohanesan, you can request from them as a member of the World Organic. You have a right to ask. You're
Here-
welcome to ask him.
He refused to provide me that information.
I didn't refuse anything. I sent it to you, and also, you know that his place and all members also. They know him very well. You know him before I knew everybody. You guys, you are welcome to ask him. As a member of the shareholder, you have the right to ask and to get that report from him directly.
He refused to provide that information to me.
I'm not aware of that.
I emailed you that I have an email.
I responded as I received it.
I don't remember exactly. Like
I received one email. I responded that.
6 months ago, I emailed you question telling that the county refusing to give me the information that I needed, and he advised me to ask managers of the World Organic.
You should have asked.
The only email that I had, it was Gagic's email, Movsesian email, and I emailed him asking for that information. I received email from Gagic Movsesian maybe a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago with the K1, but I never received the.
And it says on K1, it shows full financial statement there as well.
No, I don't.
Okay, then you are free to ask him, and then later on, if you ask me a question again or email, I can send it to you after this conversation.
Can you?
If you haven't received it, but I send it to you. Check your email, your spam actually. It might go to your spam.
I check on
First one.
every day.
Okay, can we move forward to the next question? He has stated that you can provide, you have requested and he will provide that to you. Obviously, it will not happen immediately, but we will be moving forward. So
Okay,
Can you
why
take the next
company gets suspended? Why World Organics and Organic America are suspended as of a couple of days ago?
What do you mean? Nobody suspended World Organic.
It is suspended if you go to franchise tax board, or I don't know exactly how you can check, but when you check, you can see it's suspended.
I'm not aware of that.
That's not good. What the
So
start?
you have a right to ask also the franchise tax board.
What's the status of Organic America?
С
What are you
какой
trying to say?
стати? Какой стати такие вопросы, я не понимаю.
This is we are not at the board meeting over here, sir.
Look, I know what we are discussing now.
Okay, I'm refusing to answer to your questions.
So I'm asking my questions, nobody answering the question. That's the problem, you know?
You're trying to divert the conversation, the main topic. That's number
Just
one.
answer my questions. I don't
Okay,
ask
sir.
things
It's very
like
clearly understandable.
Okay, next question. What the status of Organic America?
Мы не обязаны отвечать на этот вопрос и не собираемся отвечать.
I'm not. No comments. I'm not going to answer that question.
That is not right, you know?
This
It's
is
absolutely right. It's not
this is
right.
this is not a board meeting.
I don't,
You should have asked this question 2 years ago, sir.
look, if I don't tell me what to do in 2 years.
Okay, then don't ask me the questions whether I'm not supposed to answer that.
And at this point, it is now 4:40 and I am moving on to the vote.
I
To dissolve World
I have-
Organics
I have more
LLC.
I have
Mr.
more-
Jacobian? Mr.
I have
Jacobian,
more questions.
you can list your questions now, but we are moving forward. So list your
But look,
question.
look, the purpose, why you calling me? Why you invited me to this meeting?
In order to, because you have membership interest and you have a vote.
And I
But
have a right to ask these questions, and I didn't get
At this point, you have right to vote,
questions.
as I understand.
I tried to ask these questions, and I have the right to receive that answers from the members or the managers of the company.
Mr. Jacobian, you
And
have,
as far as I understand,
under California law, you can request the information and they can provide it. However, it is not a right in order to move forward to the vote. So,
okay, another question. Who will take over of my shares in World Organics that has Organic America shares?
Я даже не собираюсь ничего отвечать, потому что это не по делу. Вопросы.
I'm not going to answer that question because it's not relevant.
I object to that because I am entitled to have that information.
Ради бога, вы можете иметь любую
Say
информацию,
what? I'm sorry, I can't
но
hear
не
that.
сейчас, но не
I try to
during,
vote on
not
something that
during
I have
this
to
meeting.
make a right decision, and as the conversation goes on, I understand that I received 0 answers on my questions, and I object to that. And I object to voting. They are trying to do it right now. It's not right.
Да. Why you didn't contact me or Gagic or Gevorkyan or Avitisyan before the meeting to get answered your question? Why
Okay.
you didn't do that?
I emailed Gagic 6 months ago. I received some response, just not satisfying response.
It's not 6 months, sir. You're confusing your dates.
You have contact.
I don't remember exactly, but
Yeah, exactly. You don't remember.
What about
remember that
Gevorkyan
it
and
was last year.
Avitisyan?
The question is, everything is in with the CPA office. You are free to ask as a shareholder.
CPA
And also, another topic for your answer for the statuses. Check financial debt 2012, 2013 of franchise tax board. And during your operation, company owes huge money to the franchise tax board. That's why
Gagic, мы
the
не
work was
должны
going
это
to get
все
suspended.
отвечать. Гагик,
Ну,
нам
так
это не надо время. We don't.
Okay, that's
at
out
this
of
point,
the
at this
Let him
point,
to check with franchise tax board.
Okay.
at
what-
this point, we're moving forward to a vote. I am not stopping at this point.
I have more.
The vote is moving forward to dissolve World Organics LLC.
I'm object to that.
I am going
I can
to
hear you,
ask
Amy.
for your vote, yes or no. Mr. Baramian, on behalf of Unava LLC, do you vote to dissolve World Organics LLC?
Yes, I vote to dissolve.
Mr. Jacobian, do you vote to dissolve World Organics LLC?
I object to that.
I will take that as a no. Is that correct?
No.
With 73%, that is a majority vote to dissolve World Organics LLC. And that concludes the special meeting. The vote has been taken. There was a quorum. There was correct notice given. And now the meeting has been adjourned.
I have a last say to say. Whatever you did, it's a circus. You didn't answer any of my questions. You just want to take my shares away. So it's not right. I object to that. I don't agree with that. And I will not agree to that.
Mr. Jacobian, you are welcome to send me an email. You have my email. I sent you this notice. You have Mr. Movsevskian's email. You have every right to send us an email and ask us all questions that you have, and we will answer that in a reasonable amount of time. However, now is not the correct time to ask questions regarding full financials.
Correct
If you would
time.
like that answer,
Why it is not correct time?
please
You
feel
answer
free,
that.
feel free to send us an email.
Okay, why it is not correct time?
Because it is not a correct time, because you have not provided us enough notice to have that information for you.
I am
Under
providing-
California law,
I
you have to
provided
provide
information.
reasonable notice before you get the full information. So
Okay.
if you
I
would like to provide that, if you would like to send a request, I will be happy to get that information to you. We will make that happen. However, during this special meeting, for the limited purpose of dissolving World Organics LLC, it is not the time to be going back and forth regarding the financials. We will provide that to you in a reasonable time, and we will still do that. Please feel free to send me an email with any other questions that you have.
My understanding is during this meeting, I was trying to ask many questions regarding the company, and I didn't receive any satisfying or any answer. They refused to answer my questions.
Mr. Akobian, the
Please
purpose
know
of,
that- Can you know that I didn't get any information from this meeting?
it is noted that that is your feeling because it is being recorded. You are also recording. We are going forward with the agenda of the meeting. The discussion is for the purpose of you being able to make a full and knowledgeable decision on your vote.
That's
Which
why I'm.
you have voted no,
that's
and
why-
I
I'm
believe
sorry. Can I talk?
I was going to finish what I'm saying, and then gladly you can talk, but please let me finish my statement. We allowed discussion for over 25 minutes so that you could make a full and knowledgeable vote in this matter. You did in fact make a dissenting vote in this matter. Do you feel that that vote was not knowledgeable enough? Would you like to change your vote?
I didn't get any information or any question that I asked. I didn't receive any answer. They just refused to answer questions that are essential, and it's connected to the decision that you are trying to make. And why you are not answering my questions, Natalia?
Потому что я
At this time, Ms. Abramian, the meeting is adjourned. If you would like to speak separately, please feel free to email me. If Ms. Abramian would like to speak to you separately, that can happen. But at this time, the special meeting has ended. Mr. Akobian, please feel free to email me.
Okay, thank you so much for
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.